Hello everyone. I am proud to be a nurse and I am so nervous to be doing this. I have made a couple YouTube connections, BohemianBrown and Napzfaya. This video is for you in mind. They are my first 2 subscribers and I want to say hello to all the lock wearers out there and especially the freeformers. Quick introduction. I'm 30-something years old. I have been locked for almost 13 months now. I locked in March of 2010, March the 8th of last year. I started my locks with comb coils with about 2 inches of growth, and I did not like my hair at all. In fact, I hated my hair so much that I wore wigs the first 6 months, and I know a lot of you are probably, it was terrible. I just did not embrace my hair at all. I was very particular, and in my head I wanted a full set of locks like the Bronze Goddess or Cheska locks. I wanted these pristine manicured locks, and I could not accept the fact that it took patience to get to that point. So I actually split all of my locks in half because I thought that they were getting too large. I didn't understand that it was a process and they would be swelling and tightening. And I had this number in my head. I was fixated with the number 100. I didn't take into consideration the texture of my hair, the thickness of my hair. I just wanted 100 locks. So I started out with 76 and I split the majority of them in half a couple months in, and then they got too thin. And then I had to end up sewing some back together, and then I got all obsessed with the fact that I had more thread than hair in my head, so I actually cut some of the thinning ones out of my head. And then I got totally disillusioned with everything. And then one day I was on YouTube and I found Napzfaya, and there was a video called Love Your Hair. And I watched that video and it was as if she was talking to me, so thank you for that. Because I was ironing my husband's scissors that day and I was just going to cut my hair off and start over. And I realized that I was so caught up in loving other people's hair that I wasn't appreciating the beauty of mine. And so I really sat back and took a look at my hair and realized that I could not have 100 or 150 locks on my head. My hair is baby fine. I mean, I don't know if you can see, not even sure, but I barely have eyebrows, barely have eyelashes, barely have body hair. And when I was relaxing my hair, I had to use the kitty perm because my hair could not handle chemicals, which should have been a clue that I shouldn't have done that. Anyhow, so my hair is so fine that I couldn't handle the manipulation of latching and twisting, and my hair actually started to break in places and get very, very thin. And so one day I said, you know, after actually running into Napzfaya and realizing there was a term called freeforming, even though I had seen it and knew what it was, I didn't realize there was a label for it. I said, this is me. So I evolved into a freeformer out of necessity. So the last time I latched my hair or twisted was January of this year. So today is Sunday, April the 3rd. So I haven't manipulated my hair at all since January, and it has gotten much thicker. My hair was so thin that when I would twist it, I looked like Flavor Flav. You know how he has just a couple braids and mostly scalp? That's how I looked because my hair was so thin. I was so self-conscious. Felt like I was blinding people with the light reflecting off my scalp. So now that I have stopped twisting, my hair has thickened up a lot and I'm happy with it. I want to say hello and thank you to a bunch of some lovely ladies whose hair I just have to be careful not to envy. Sometimes when I watch their videos, I am just not even listening to what they're saying. I am staring at their hair. So I made a list so I wouldn't forget. Number one, thank you, Napzfaya. She has been, check out her channel now. I am very computer illiterate. This is my first time uploading, downloading. Did you know I did not even know there was a difference between the two? I thought that uploading and downloading was the same thing. So that tells you what you're working with. I'm not even sure how long it will take me to figure out how to upload this video. But BohemianBrown, she sent me a message and said she would be happy to help me. So I'll be taking you up on that. I want to say, Napzfaya, thank you. Oh, if I could have your hair. BohemianBrown, you're such an inspiration. Peace, love, and harmony. Your hair is just delicious. Is that a good adjective to describe hair? But and also Afro Baby 25. The thickness and just the loveliness of all of those ladies' locks are just beautiful. I'll try and put their links to this video, but again, please bear with me. I'm really not sure how to do this type of high-tech stuff. Also, I wanted to say that Nappy-Headed Black Girl also recommended a book called Dreads, and actually I've ordered it and I'm waiting with excitement. And oh, how could I forget QuotidianLight. She has some wonderful, informative videos that I have really, really enjoyed. She has a great one on product buildup also, and how to get rid of product buildup in your hair. And I've actually used some of her techniques, so check her out also. And she also just decided to begin her freeform journey, and so she's another one who I watch and I'm so inspired by. Let me think, what can I tell you? The first time that I decided, knew I wanted to lock my hair, my family is from Trinidad. I was born in Canada, but my mother and my father are Trinidadian, so almost every other summer since I was a baby, we have traveled to Trinidad to visit my other uncles, cousins, so forth. And so I'll never forget this. I was 12, and we were in the beach, and it was so serene. It was beautiful. And I was floating. I remember looking up, and there was a family of 3 nearby. It was a husband, a wife, and their child. I looked over, and I saw the most beautiful, beautiful set of locks I'd ever seen. Now, I'd seen locks before. Being from a Caribbean culture, I've seen locks all the time, but when I actually saw their beauty was that moment. And they were in the ocean, and the water and the sun was glistening off their hair, and they were laughing and playing with their son, who also had locks. And it was just so gorgeous that I started to just stare, and I started to kind of try and get closer and float closer. And I remember my mother grabbing me and saying, "What are you doing? Stop following that family." But it was at that moment I decided that I wanted to try that. And I unsuccessfully, before this set, tried twice. I always ended up taking them out about 2 weeks in, and then another time I lasted 3 months, but ended up taking it out. And this time I decided I was going to stick with it. These were started with comb coils. My sister-in-law actually did them. And again, I told you a couple months in, I took them all out and split them in 2, then ended up having to sew them back together. And anyway, so right now I am a freeformer. Let me show you my hair. And it's just such a freeing experience not to have to, hope you can see that, not to have to twist. And that's the thing also, is I'm slightly OCD. Slightly OCD. My mother used to say, you became a nurse so that you could have an excuse to wash your hands. So I have a thing about cleanliness, love to clean with bleach. And I also, this is all going to make sense, I also sweat a lot. I sweat like a man. It can be embarrassing. So I say that to say that in my head I can feel really sweaty. And because I have a thing about cleanliness, I like to wash my hair a lot. Once to twice a week, which is another reason relaxer really didn't do good for me, because, you know, washing my hair that much, it never really looked good. It was always dry and fragile and terrible. So wanting to be a manicured lady did not work for me because I wanted to wash my hair so much, but then I wanted to twist it so much, but my hair was so fragile and breakable that it couldn't handle the twisting. And so then that is why I started to wear the wigs, because I couldn't tolerate my hair looking like this, until I ran into Napzfaya and I realized this is gorgeous. And I ran into the other ladies I mentioned, QuotidianLight and BohemianBrown and PeaceandLoveHarmony and Afro Baby 25, and I said, this is gorgeous. I just need to be patient. It will get there. So this is my hair now. I wash my hair again once or twice a week, every Sunday. And so today I'll be washing it. And during the week if I have time. So definitely once a week, sometimes twice a week. Products I'm using right now, I'm using, everyone's using this, Jamaica Mango and Lime. It's good, but Nappy-Headed Black Girl had talked about Suave, and I decided to give it a try, and I love it. The Daily Clarifying Shampoo, actually it makes my hair kind of feel a little bit cleaner than the Jamaican Mango and Lime, and it's a fraction of the price. This you can get at your local dollar store or at Walmart for $1 and some change, and coupled with the Daily Clarifying Conditioner. And I absolutely love the Suave. It's a fraction of the price. These two bottles cost less than one of the Jamaican Mango and Lime. So that's what I use. I just kind of alternate. When I first locked my hair, I bought probably, my goodness, I bought 4. I have so many of these to use up, the protein conditioner and the tingle shampoo. So when these are finished, I probably won't buy them again. Because there's $4.50 for one, whereas this is $1 and some change for this big bottle. And it's clarifying, so it strips and removes the buildup. Actually, I think a little better than the Jamaican Mango and Lime. To moisturize my hair, I'm very frugal, like I said. I have so much in common with Napzfaya, it's amazing. I use Africa's Best herbal oil. I get it at Walmart. It's $1.97, I think. And what I like about this is I'm very sensitive to smell. And something can smell gorgeous in a bottle, but that sitting in your head all day can become kind of irritating. And like I said, I sweat a lot, so the scent is just that much more magnified. And what I love about the Africa's Best herbal oil is that it has a very light odor. The fragrance is not annoying. It's pleasant, but not overpowering, and I love that. Because this doesn't come in a spray bottle, what I did is I emptied this into a squirt bottle so I could adequately get my scalp. So those are my products, very basic. I'm just so excited to be on here. Again, I don't know how long it will take me to figure out how to upload this video. Please feel free to leave your comments. Be gentle, be kind. I'm new at this. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I will try and upload more videos in the future. Thanks. Bye. Peace and blessings.